effortless speed and effortless power. The hidden moves to a higher level of ball striking. People, in this video, we'll be looking at two major moves to immediately improve your ball striking regardless of your level. Now, unfortunately, well over 90% of amateur golfers are just not getting this part right. That trail knee, that right knee, getting to the finish line before your hands do. What we're seeing time and time again are the hands winning the race, leaving the knee behind, flipping, fat shots, thin shots, and just all-round inconsistent ball striking, and they don't even know they're doing it. Now, once you understand how the lower body really works, it'll transform your ball striking. This is what I like to call the fence. Keeping this trail knee inside the fence or the fence line is the easiest way to transition. It's the easiest way to start your downswing, people. Now, this is where Xander does it the best, driving the right knee forwards with a high left shoulder. The right knee forwards with a high left shoulder, the easier way to swing. Now, later in the video, we're going to have a look at the best downswing move in world golf. But before that, let's have a look at how we can feel this downswing, feel this transition, feel what the world's best players are doing. So people, the first move here we want to get right is the separation, the leading of the hips without the upper body moving too far forwards. And this for a lot of people is obviously a difficult move. If you haven't played junior golf, juniors are great imitators. They learn things at a young age. And when we start something, unfortunately, a little bit later in life, it does make it difficult. This separation move is key. Now, what I want you to do is take your address position. Right, now lift up the club and just pop both hands on the club. Now, this is important. I want you to just check this out because there's two moves here. I want you to shift across as far as you can physically go with your hips, keeping your hands on the golf club here. All right, shift across. Try and keep your head in the same position, right? Shift across. Now, what I want you to do is turn, okay? So we're gonna shift across as far as you can, and then we're gonna turn. And you can see what happens to my lead here, but it almost gets pulled back as we add in a little bit of rotation. And then what I want you to try and do is combine the move into one. To get the hips to shift and open, right? And then when you can get down and feel and look down at this position, you really have to get this thigh, the outside of your lead thigh, in front of your ankle here, guys. This is what helps us get the shaft lean and compression. PGA Tour average, as we know, 4 to 6 inches of lateral shift. Now, as we drive or move this right leg forward, it's really important that we keep it back and behind the fence line. It's a really, really important area. There are players that move their leg outside this fence line, but for the amateur golfers, and myself included, for many people, this is a much easier way to swing. It stops early extension, it helps the direction, it helps your delivery, it helps your all-round swing be much more consistent. And we're looking at the hips rotating at impact between 35 and 55 degrees. I mean, that's quite a corridor there. As we see different players, some players, due to club face positions being stronger, will turn and open more. Others with weaker, more neutral club face positions won't open up as more. We've got different body types as well, but getting inside this average is a great place to be for everybody, because if you're miles away from this, if you're turning and you're just not getting through that wall, there's no way you're going to get compression. You're going to hit fat shots and thin shots. So when you think, guys, when you've got this move, shift across, turn, right? Shift across and turn. And then you can just apply little practice swings and get in there really and give the ball then a hit. And you'll find that you'll get really good compression and a really good sound. That was hit really, really hard with great compression down the bottom there, guys. A great way to create separation in your swing, shift and turn, so you can get a feel of what your bottom half is doing. So hi guys, if you liked the video, please consider giving us a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people. Thank you. So guys, this is the average of the PGA Tour player at impact. Obviously a very important position. The angle of the right leg here is under 70 degrees. Every single player we look at is under 70 degrees. I've been looking at this for 20 years. Now, when we look at the averages of movement, it makes sense. If every player is there, where are you? And you can measure this these days with your mobile phone. And some of the players that we're seeing, some of the best at ball strikers, are down even further. Now, amateurs, they're miles away.
from this position, unfortunately. And it's unbelievable how close they are, actually. Well, like, I've filmed around 40,000 swings, and we get biomechanic feedback, and we look at it, and they're always in the high 70s, low 80s, and you just can't hit it good from here. Right? It's just one of those things. So the closer you get to this position that we need, the better you hit the golf ball. I'm helping people there with online lessons from all around the world, specializing with senior online lessons, guys. Reach out to me there at WorldClassGolf.com, and SWINGSLAPP, you can measure this with your mobile phone. Join the free trial series today and you'll pay nothing, and experience golf's newest and most efficient app. The key to playing the best golf of your life isn't more practice, it's simply understanding exactly what you're doing wrong. SWINGSLAPP is the app that lets you compare your swing to the average of the PGA Tour players. Data collected from over 500 PGA Tour pros. Look, it's simple. The closer you get to these proven PGA corridors, the better you play.
So guys, not a bad strike there. Right, let's have a look at a great drill here to help you bend, move slightly down and clear through the golf ball much more effectively. We're going to swing through the golf ball, right, and we're going to stop halfway through here when the arm's about parallel to the ground. I want you to reach down and see if you can touch under your right knee, that trail knee. Let's do it again. Swing through, get good extension, and see if you can touch that right knee. And you can see that my right leg's moving in towards the left. There's a definite push forwards under. We're going forwards, but we're dropping down ever so slightly here as we're sinking through the golf ball, and get a feel of that bend through the ball. Right, once you've got that feel, then take your time, a nice smooth action, wind it up and get that same feel through the golf ball, guys. Getting that side bend, a great drill to feel what the great players are doing as your knees closing up, getting down, getting some side bend, just slightly shortening this right side. Don't forget, the Tour pros are 3 inches lower than where they started at. That's the PGA Tour average. Sinking down, shortening this right side. A great way to feel the bends through the golf ball.
And the great ones make it look so easy. The best downswing, in my opinion, in world golf. Have a look at this move here from the top of the swing. I've been showing people this for a number of years. The 40-degree rule, that's the PGA average at the top of the swing. We draw a line down through the shoulders. Have a look at that. Halfway through the golf ball, it's scary. I know we're using numbers and we can use mechanics to create feel, but it's scary how many of these players are at 40 and halfway through the ball at 55 degrees. Watch the lead wrist here. Watch how easily he does this. It just slightly bows from the top of the swing, shallowing that shaft out, getting the club face in a perfect position. Just a little bit of lowering down with the head as he moves that right leg forwards and just brings it into such a perfect impact position. What a golf swing that is.
So guys, the perfect wrist alignments, getting your wrist alignments in the perfect position and feeling it, right? Literally feeling what you're doing here. How good is this thing? Let's have a look at this position at the top. Now, one of the things that helps with the hanger, something that I use in my own practice a lot, is great structure at the top of your swing. So it prevents excessive wrist break. So when you break your wrist too much, this is something that a lot of people don't realize, you break your wrist too much, the lead wrist will go in extension. And see how the ring leaves the forearm? All right, so when you get back into this position at the top, you create just a little bit of width and just a nice shape at the top. You've got the lead wrist flat. Now, all you've got to do is keep the ring on the forearm coming down. And when you do, the club's going to come in behind your hands and the club head's going to be in a nice neutral position. On the way back, what I love to do is when I set this up around 2.5 finger widths away from my forearm, I like to sort of get that on the forearm pretty soon so that I'm getting the club head in a really aggressive or a stronger position. It's pointing down. What this does is it helps you create really good tilts in your swing, because if you fan the club face open, now the ring's not touching, you'll start to lift up and away and this lead shoulder will tend to work out and around. So your tilts, your body will really follow a lot of what your club head is doing and how your hands and wrists are moving. Now, by keeping this position here, what I like to do coming through the golf ball when using the hanger is I like the hanger to touch my trail forearm. So especially with the iron shots, the club is down on the backswing and coming through, it feels like it's pointing a little bit up. It won't be, but that's the feeling you get. And the ring is going to touch your forearm on this side. And this is really going to help a lot of you guys move through the golf ball with a higher left side, a stronger club face position, and to take out this unconscious necessity to rotate with the trail tricep, because the face is open, you have to rotate to square and you're finishing level, and the whole swing, the whole machine is just busted and not working. This is an incredible training aid that I recommend for not only for wrist alignments and the structure at the top, but creating feel through the golf ball and helping us all to create better shaft lean. There's a discount code in the description box underneath. Have a look at this thing. It's absolutely incredible.
Voted Best Swing Analysis and Best Online Instruction by several independent surveys. World-class golf instruction is transforming thousands of golfers at every skill level. Do not miss out. This video platform has over 1,400 videos and 85 separate masterclass series. The most structured and detailed video platform ever created, improving golfers on average between 4 and 11 shots. Join the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction. This is golf instruction that you've never seen before. The proven PGA corridors, factual evidence-based material. Unleash your true potential with the cutting-edge swing analysis technology. Experience the thrill of progress with the state-of-the-art practice programs and specialized golf fitness plans. Best information available.